Imagine scoring a goal that changes your country's history. But what if that goal was an own goal? What if that single mistake didn't just cost your team the World Cup? It cost you your life. This is one of football's darkest and most heartbreaking stories. The tragic death of Andrés Escobar, a player who tried to clean the image of his country, but ended up paying the ultimate price for his honesty. Before we begin, if you believe football is more than just a game, hit that subscribe button and join our growing football family. Because today, we're uncovering a story the world must never forget. It was the summer of 1994, and Colombia were coming into the World Cup as one of the favorites. Even Pelé himself said Colombia could win it all. They had just destroyed Argentina 5-0 in Buenos Aires, a result so stunning that fans in Bogotá celebrated for days. But behind the celebrations, there was a darker story. The team wasn't just carrying the hopes of a nation, they were carrying the pressure of the cartels. Football in Colombia during the late 80s and early 90s was deeply tied to the country's drug empire. Cartel bosses like Pablo Escobar, no relation to Andrés, used clubs to launder money and bet millions on results. Players were national heroes, but they were also living under constant threat. If you lost a match, you didn't just disappoint fans, you disappointed people who could have you killed. Andrés Escobar was different, a calm, disciplined defender from Medellín, known as El Caballero del Fútbol, the gentleman of football. He played clean, spoke politely, and believed football could change Colombia's image from violence to peace. He once said, "Life doesn't end here. We have to pick ourselves up." But those words would soon echo with haunting irony. June 22, 1994, the Rose Bowl, Pasadena, Colombia versus the United States. After losing 3-1 to Romania, Colombia had to win to stay alive. The pressure was immense. Players were receiving anonymous threats. Families were terrified. In the 35th minute, John Harkes of the USA crossed the ball low into the Colombian box. Andrés Escobar slid in to intercept, but the ball deflected off his right foot and rolled past his own goalkeeper, Oscar Cordoba. It was one of those moments where time freezes. Escobar lay on the ground staring at the net, disbelief in his eyes. Colombia went on to lose 2-1, crashing out of the tournament. Back home, fans were devastated, but some people, especially those who lost millions in bets, were furious. Reports later revealed that some players had even received death threats before the match. The atmosphere was toxic, and Escobar, despite being the team's symbol of grace, became the target. Still, Andrés wrote an emotional letter to a Colombian newspaper after elimination. "See you soon, because life doesn't end here." A message of hope, just days before his murder. July 1, 1994, Medellín. Andrés Escobar goes out for dinner with friends, to unwind, to move on. He visits a bar, then a nightclub called El Indio in the upscale El Poblado district. Around 3 a.m. outside in the parking lot, he's approached by a group of men. They start mocking him, yelling autogol, own goal. What began as an insult quickly turned into an argument. Then, one of the men, later identified as Humberto Castro Muñoz, pulled out a gun. He shot Andrés 6 times. After each shot, he reportedly shouted "Gol," like a deranged commentator. Escobar was rushed to the hospital, but died 45 minutes later. He was just 27 years old. The next morning, Colombia woke up in shock. Newspapers couldn't believe it. A footballer killed because of a mistake on the pitch. His funeral drew over 120,000 people. Streets filled with fans wearing white, carrying flowers and chanting his name. Andrés Escobar's death became a national mirror, reflecting everything wrong with the system: greed, gambling, and the shadow of narco-politics. Soon after, Humberto Castro Muñoz, a driver for drug baron Santiago Gallón, was arrested and confessed. He was sentenced to 43 years in prison, later reduced to 26. But due to good behavior, he was released after just 11 years. 11 years for ending the life of a national hero. To this day, many believe the real masterminds, those who ordered the killing, were never punished. But Escobar's death wasn't in vain. It sparked massive reforms in Colombian football, a renewed call for independence from criminal money. In Medellín, a statue now stands in his honor. Fans still visit it every year on July 2nd, laying flowers wearing white, whispering, "Gracias, Andrés." He became a symbol of everything football should be: integrity, humility, and courage. The story of Andrés Escobar reminds us that football isn't just about goals and trophies. It's about humanity and the power it holds to reflect both the beauty and brutality of our world. A simple own goal, a moment anyone could make, revealed how fragile the line is between love and hate, between passion and obsession. So I'll ask you this, and I want your honest thoughts in the comments. Should footballers ever face such pressure from fans or outsiders? Do you think Colombia has truly learned from this tragedy? Let's keep Andrés Escobar's story alive, not as a tragedy but as a lesson, that no goal, no game is worth a human life. If this story moved you, please subscribe. Join our community that tells the real stories behind the game. And comment your thoughts below. We read every single one. This is Cyberboot, where football meets emotion, truth, and history.